Oh, take a look right here. Heavy rain, a familiar sight all across San Diego County today. It is pouring, flooding some areas, forcing a few roads to be closed right now. This heavy rainwater flooding this intersection of Sereno Valley Road and Carmel Mountain Ranch.
Yeah, we did see some drivers here, like you see, going through that flooded area. They were also driving around the barricades. Yeah, emergency crews urging people not to do that.
Thank you so much for joining us here on CBS 8 News. We are live now. It's 11:01. I'm Netta Iranpour.
And I'm Eric Connor. Right now we are tracking a storm that's moving across San Diego, and we have team coverage for you on today's storm. CBS 8's Evan Ronnie, Lynn Studio here with your full weather forecast. Dana Marie McNichol is live in Cardiff, showing us a sinkhole that just keeps on growing.
But first, we're going to go live to Kelly Hessedal, who's joining us live from Fashion Valley to tell us about those rising floodwaters. Kelly, wow, that's a lot of water behind you.
Yeah, absolutely. And I would say within the last 10-15 minutes or so, things definitely started getting worse out here. The rain started coming down harder, but the wind is what I really noticed that picked up. I can really feel it here on my back. So if you take a look here behind me, this is the San Diego River here, right across from Fashion Valley. It's grown significantly since we got out here around 8:30, 9 a.m. this morning. So the rain has been steady, as Evan mentioned, all morning long. The usual trouble spots have already seen some problems. The city did shut down some roads here in Mission Valley overnight in anticipation of today's rain. So we talked to some people who were out in the rain, trying to get to work, trying to get to school, and here's what they told me.
So I'm way up in North County, so I was, seeing the rain, and I'm like, okay, I got to leave at least half an hour early. There's going to be a ton of traffic on the freeway. And it wasn't that bad, but, the max speed I went was like 70. Everybody's going slow.
We got to get to where we need to be, work doesn't stop because of the weather, so.
I'm definitely ready for spring sunshine.
And today, technically is the first day of spring, but it doesn't really feel like it. So this is what it looked like out here early this morning in the Fashion Valley area. The road here behind me had already started flooding. We saw a guy on a bicycle trying to ride through the water anyway. It looked like it was at least a few inches deep. But authorities will always tell you, do not try and go through standing water like this because it can be dangerous. Swiftwater rescue teams, 3 of them are stationed here in Mission Valley today just as a precaution. I talked to one of the guys with the team earlier who says the water doesn't look too bad yet, but they are certainly going to remain out here as a precaution. We also checked out the Presidio Little League fields, another area prone to flooding here in Mission Valley. There is some out there right now, and I imagine it's only going to get worse as this rain continues throughout the day. So back out here live, this is the street across from Fashion Valley, the San Diego River. You can see it's just rushing there across the road. We are expecting this rain to continue into the afternoon and then maybe get a slight break. And then another big band, we're told by Evan at least, that is going to hit us again tonight, likely through rush hour. So as always, the roads out there, you really have to be careful. You have to take it easy. Certainly give yourself some extra time getting from point A to point B, wherever your destination may be. We'll send it back to you.
Yeah, don't think of crossing either, because I mean, it moves pretty quickly there.
Yeah, fast that is moving. Thank you so much.
Kelly.
Kelly, you and your photographer being out there in the elements. And we've been seeing all these sinkholes, these potholes, mudslides even forming around San Diego.
CBS 8's Dana Marie McNichol is live in Cardiff now, where a sinkhole there just keeps getting bigger and bigger because of all this rain, Dana Marie.
That's right. Good afternoon, Eric and Ned. I could tell you that I'm saturated and the ground is extremely saturated, and that's what geologists are saying. Crews can't get out here to fix it because of this extreme weather, and then the water continues to erode these sinkholes. Let's take a look at some of the video. I'm here in Cardiff on Lake Drive, which is completely shut down. You can see from these aerial views that it is quite eroded. And listen, this isn't the only place in San Diego where sinkholes have been popping up. We've seen multiple all over. One in Scripps Ranch we saw at Jerebeck Park that opened up last week. We saw stairs down to the park at the end of a cul-de-sac be completely wiped out. There was a lot of trees on that hill as well. Geologists we spoke to say it's a lot about gravity and how it pulls down during these heavy rains. We also saw a sinkhole in Encinitas that continues to grow after one storm after another. This has been over a month worth of repairs. During the last storm, we saw hillsides begin to shift and slide, one of them damaging a home in Vista. Another one even more severe in San Clemente, where a bluff gave way to a landslide. A canyon slide in University City appeared. It was on a well-vegetated ground, but just saturation because of that rain really caused some destruction. Now, Dr. Pat Abbott, a professor of geology at San Diego State University, says we haven't really had a chance to dry out. He says saturating rain is another opportunity to pump more water, to pull more water underground. He says the root cause of all of this is ruptured stormwater pipes eroding the soil underneath.
When pipes crack or rust away, the water gets out, it starts removing the sand, removing the earth, and eroding, creating the pit that the surface then falls into.
And it is extremely windy out here in Cardiff. I can feel the wind just kind of pushing against my body. We've seen consistent rain since 4:30 when we arrived, and that's where we have Evan Ronnie. He's standing by to let us know what it looks like in your area, and hopefully when we can see some sunshine again, because that's really all I'm thinking about.
Yeah, Dana Marie, I know a lot of people are thinking that this is exhausting, having wave after wave of rain coming our way, and the one that we see right now is especially prevalent considering it's dropping several inches on us. Take a look at what's going on outside. I want to let you know that things are really changing by the minute first off, and it's important that we're on the air here because we did just get a severe thunderstorm warning. That was as of 8 minutes ago. Issued by the National Weather Service. There was a line extending from near Del Mar to Imperial Beach, moving northeast at about 40 miles an hour. So this includes a portion of the San Diego city limits. It extends all the way as far east as Santee and about the Lemon Grove area. And this includes the possibility of 60-mile-per-hour gusts, damage to roofs, siding, and trees, they say. So we are watching out for this severe thunderstorm warning and the possibility of more thunderstorms popping up as the day continues. Here is radar imagery as we head through the next couple hours. You can see that darker green band and the yellow tones that are embedded in it. In fact, if we pause this right around that time frame of about 20 minutes ago, you can see what the National Weather Service is talking about just to the west of San Diego, that line of yellow that's approaching the coastline. So we're continuing to see the possibility that those severe thunderstorms develop. On top of that, the flood watch for the coastal communities has been upgraded to a flood advisory, wind advisory in effect along the coastline, and a winter weather advisory for the mountaintops. So this is another round of showers that has continued since about 4 a.m. It's been about 6 hours straight or so of steady rainfall. We'll get a little bit of a break by the afternoon. Another wave comes by the evening, and I will let you know how much that wave is going to be holding coming up in just a bit.